Welcome to the Jordan Banks Show, y'all. I am Jordan Banks, the king of urban podcasts, y'all. Y'all gotta ask anybody. Ask your mamas, ask your daddies. I am the king of urban podcasts. Google and ask, who's the king of urban podcasts in the city of Jordan Banks? And unlike the government, I am open for business. The government may be shut down, but here on the Jordan Banks Show, we still open for business. And we're going to get to a little business. So I'm glad to have y'all here with me recording for the week, y'all. We're going to get this thing out for y'all, but I appreciate it all. We on every format, every platform. Go on, like, subscribe, share. Your boy here with y'all. We just want to ask that age-old question. Where they do that at? Where in the mother-loving world do they do that at? We're here to answer some of those things. Y'all go on, like, share, hit the like button, subscribe, like I said, but I'm here. We're going to go and get an RP out the way, y'all, though. Y'all don't just do any RPs. Little local rapper on the corner shooting each other and all these dying for nothing people. Your mama may miss you. I'm sure she do. Your babies don't know you, don't want to get to know you. It's foolishness. I don't do the nigga thing no more. If it involves niggerdom, leave me alone. I am not a booger sugar nigga. But I'm here, y'all. Again, rest in peace. We got word from Cuban officials, Ashada Shakur, the longtime Black Liberation Army fighter, escaped from prison many years ago, been on the run from the government for about 40 years, but they couldn't go to Cuba and get her. She's passed away. No funny business. No funny business. She passed away. Some things, she was 78 years old. So rest in peace to that Black Liberation Freedom fighter, Assata Shakur. Need more people like you. That's what I'm gonna say. But before we get into all the other stuff, some good news. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of Marion Clark, female. Marion Clark. Remember that name. Every time you Zoom, you FaceTime, jump on Microsoft Teams. This is the woman who is responsible for bringing it to you. Her name is Marion Clark. She's responsible for that. Right? Guess what? She's a black lady. She's a black lady, y'all. That's all we do is invent. Y'all know why? Because when y'all leave us to our own devices, the grown, mature us, we're going to do something creative. That's why even during this government shutdown, we're going to do something creative. Just imagine, this woman is responsible for the technology that makes you be able to Zoom, FaceTime. Everybody FaceTime now on their phones and all this other thing. Microsoft Teams, all that technology, she's responsible for that, a black woman. Don't let them tell you black women don't have the mental capacity. Come on, man. Got my old-fashioned cup, y'all. I'm sorry. Got to have me a little drink after that. Remember that sister name. She recently has been honored with a few awards, and I'm sure she has more coming. Proud of her. Well, we're an equal opportunity show. Mackenzie Scott, billionaire, millionaire, former wife of another billionaire. Y'all know who he is. If you don't, look her up. Mackenzie Scott has recently donated $70 million to UNCF to help prop up and lift up some of the struggling financially HBCUs. I got to give, you give it to them when you got to give it to them. You give it to them when you got to give it to them. Right? Mackenzie Scott donates $70 million of her own money to UNCF to help financially struggling HBCUs. You got to give it up to her. But again, we'll get into this other thing going on. We know now the government has been shut down. people being furloughed. Some people, I'm going to ask y'all to be respectful because some of these government people have to go to work essentially right now for free. I don't know if I'm that kind of dedicated. I mean, this right here could be free, but it's me. This is my thing. But for somebody else, especially TSA, dealing with y'all attitudes, y'all people out here, y'all attitudes, I'm going to go be a TSA person. I don't know what may get through. I'm not checking that close. The only thing I'm looking for in your bag is my paycheck. My check ain't coming. I see you. I see that big lotion you got. I don't know, man. Your perfume is probably too big. You got liquor? Okay. Pistol? See no evil, hear no evil. Where my check at? It take gas to get up here. I can't pull up at the gas station and they giving it to me free. They ain't take, hey, hold on. When they give me my check after the furlough, I got you. No. And what's bad about it is, people will, once they back eventually, hopefully, people will get their back pay. But by then, you ran up your credit cards, your line of credit, all these things you have to pay back. And guess what? I know you're going to get your back pay so you can pay some things back. But there's interest on these things. When you get a credit card statement, if you ain't paying that zero balance off every month, they charging interest. They're not going to pay to cover that. Now you got to talk to your landlord. Well, I got furloughed. Yeah, and I did. What that mean to me? You just hate for people to go through these things. It's so unnecessary because, and I'm gonna say this: I don't like political parties. I don't like being called Democrats, Republicans, but some people on the right and the left, they seem to be certain ways. Republicans are lying to us. They're trying to say that it's the Democrats' fault because the Democrats want to come in and secure health care for illegal immigrants. Show me one that gets health care. Medicaid and Medicare. It's against the law. It's already against the law. If you're an illegal immigrant, you can't get those services. It's already against the law. What they're doing, and they're putting a funny spin on it, because some governors choose to help illegal immigrants with some benefits. They say that's what we're talking about. No, it's not the same. It's a difference in federal dollars and state dollars. What New York does with illegal immigrants doesn't affect me here in Missouri. Doesn't affect me. They do what they want with their state dollars. That's why they have officials that are elected. It's not the same. This is not what we're going through. Democrats are telling you, Kamala Harris tried to tell us, they're telling you, if we give up and these subsidies for health care are not continued, right? Your health care costs, even on Obamacare, could go up by 75%. Democrats just want a permanent solution to it. And there are two things. I heard somebody say the other day, there's two things. There's health care and trust. Now, the first time Chuck Schumer took his old crooked self there, and he caved to the Republicans last time. And we'll just pass a clean CR. We'll pass this clean continuing resolution. Then we'll talk about the other stuff. We don't have to shut down the government. And Chuck caved. And his base went crazy. People should have. What did Republicans do? Well, go on somewhere, Chuck. We ain't worried about you. They screwed them. This time, the Democrats said, nope, not going to do it. You can do what you want in the House. Y'all got the members. It's a simple majority. The Senate doesn't work that way. In the Senate, you need 60. right? Can't get them. Hold the line, Chuck. We watching. I don't know why people on the right or Republicans seem to be so mean-spirited to middle class and poor people. You could pay for tax cuts for the wealthiest 1% of people in America, billionaires, millionaires. And not just you got 10 million, 20 million. These people got hundreds of millions, billions of dollars. You could pay for that, but you can't pay for health care. That's the big fight. Democrats will let all that stuff go. They said, we can't let this go. It's going to hurt. You're hurting too many people. So that's where we are. But I said it before. This is America, home of greed. This is America. When we talk about America, remember what America was built on. And I don't mind saying it again. I bang it and beat it to the ground. America was brought up. This is America. I'm going to leave my country, right? After Christopher Columbus came over and bumped into America and thought he was in India and called the Native American and black people who were already here Indians. That's how they got the name, right? And he didn't hit the mainland first, so y'all go back and read the history books. They'll tell that. He didn't hit the mainlands first, but regardless. So other people say, oh, there's a new land. We don't want to do what y'all say and follow a God or Jesus or whatever religion, and we just want to sleep with who we want to sleep with and do whatever we want to do and live fancy free without a king wanting taxes from us and things of that nature. So we're going to go over to this new land and do what we want to do. They came in, claimed the land of people who were already here. They brought in people they stole from another land to work the land after they unalived darn near everybody that was already here. They gave them blankets with smallpox and get them drunk and yeah, it's just the story of America is that. So even up from that, then you had civil rights, you had slavery, Jim Crow, all of these things. Now we get to 2026 and we surprised that rich people don't want poor people to have insurance. The story of America is rich white people convincing poor white people that it's better for them if the other people that don't look like you or they ain't the same complexion, we keep them down. The only way we can keep them down is keep you down. But you hold that line. You fight that war. You be the racist bigoted on TV shouting and screaming things. You be that. You be the front man and we got you. Because hey, for real, I tell you. Let me tell you something. If these Negroes wasn't willing to sharecrop for 10 cents an hour, $1 a day, guess what? You had that job. We pay you $1.25 a day. Is that right? Yeah, but you know what? These Negroes, they gonna work sun up to sundown. And we gonna tell them, we ain't got slavery no more, but we gonna tell them we sharing the land. They sharecroppers. But, they gonna turn in all this cotton and stuff, and at the end of the year, we gonna say we ain't make no money. But, poor white man, if you willing to go out there and work, darn, I can't give you the job because these Negroes, they built for working. Ooh, that's what they do. Like Trump said, the Mexicans, they just built for working. They go out there and break their back. If they break their back, they're gonna pass away. But they built for that type of thing. If they wasn't there, we give you the job. I swear for Lord, we give you the job because that's the Christian thing to do. But because things are so high, we got this cost, we got that cost, and these niggas is going to work for $1 a day. That ain't no white man wage. I wouldn't insult you with that. I ain't gonna insult you, Mr. White Man, Mr. White. Look at your beautiful white wife. I ain't gonna have her out there. Is you crazy? But these Negroes, guess what? They'll do it. Whoop, up comes 2026. Hey, tell you something you didn't know. These Mexicans, these Latino folk, they won't call them, they taking all the jobs. I mean, they doing stuff black men ain't gonna do. They out there picking them grapes. They in that sun all day. Boy, they up on the roof. It's 20 of them. I pay them the same thing I pay 2 of y'all. It's 20 of them. But again, if they wasn't here, we can get them Negroes back in that field. We get y'all these good jobs to oversee them. But we got to get rid of them. I wouldn't even insult you with the pay on paying them. I wouldn't dare insult you. What, they gone? Trump the random. All right, boy, y'all get back out there. And we just sitting back like, who y'all talking to? Mr. White Man, we done played that game with y'all. We gonna set it out. We gonna set it out. What boy, y'all ain't right. How y'all gonna set it out? We done got rid of the Mexicans. Lord, y'all ain't right. You tell Project 2025 we gonna straighten this thing out. We gonna get y'all back out there in them fields, and we still like this. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna happen, Captain. We just ain't gonna do it. So, white man, if y'all want them jobs out there, they open. There's plenty of farmers. They down there in Arkansas, Iowa, Nevada. They praying for help. Y'all poor white folk gone out there. Gone out there. Government shut down. Go help them on the farm. You know, Trump cut the subsidies for them already. So, you know, he said he gonna help them with the tariff money they collected. Let's see how well that go, because apparently there's $9 trillion in investments, according to the great Caroline Levitt. There's $9 trillion in investments. Where is it? Where? We got 17 trillion tucked away from all this. Where? What's that, Mar-a-Lago? Where's it, the bathroom? Are you serious? Let's see how well that works. So the government shut down, y'all. That's the story of America, though. I appreciate y'all. That's it. Y'all see how I put on that one-man show, The Story of America? Oh, pretty good. I could have went longer, got a lot more to say, but I ain't got the time. So y'all come back next time if y'all want to see The Story of America again. I may reprise the role. You know. So in the midst of all this, now the Trump administration has pulled $8 million in federal grants and subsidies to the Chicago public schools. And you know why they did it? Because the Chicago school system refuses to give up its successful Black student success plan. The Trump administration said, we want our $8 million in. We ain't giving that to y'all to help y'all educate these Negroes. That's white man money. We're going to give it to the private schools. That ain't me. That ain't me. That's your boy. In the midst of all that, so in the midst of the government shutdown, in the midst of him taking school money because they have a Black success program, the inflation on groceries, you know, the word Trump think he invented, you know, groceries. Grocery inflation, according to reports, has risen to a 3-year high. But Trump said he got to feel a little pain at first. Got to feel a little pain. Now, not only are you furloughed with no money, schools been taking away money, but you go to the grocery store, you can't afford to buy nothing with the little money you got left. Peachy job you're doing there, bro. Great job. Oh, well, but I say I don't like the party affiliations, but it is what it is. People on the right seem to be a certain thing. People on the left seem to be a little certain thing. More mass shootings. Dare I say, right wing MAGA extremists. That's it just turns out to be what it is, especially lately, and even more. With shootings in Michigan at a church, just no respect for nothing. Just no respect. I don't care if you Mormon, Baptist, whatever it is you're trying to serve. We all try to serve God, Jesus. Folks go shoot it up. Just know, and in North Carolina and in other places as well. These mass shootings are ridiculous. It's something that Americans don't have to live with, but Americans are not exercising their power. Americans are not electing the right people. Americans are not standing up for it. So the mass shootings, schools, churches, and other places will continue. Mainly through right wing so-called Christian folk. That's the best way I could describe them without cussing. And I ain't trying to cuss, y'all. I'm not. I got a new policy. I'm trying to clean up the language because it just made me feel better. Because I can express myself without cussing. I really can. And the thing is, in talking to great people that I know and trusting and believing what they saying and talking to me about, when you know better, you do better. And I'm certainly one who was raised to know and do better. So that's what I'm doing. Trying not to cuss. Y'all make it hard. Cause you go deep down in my loins. I want to say this mother licking sucker. But it is what it is. Yeah, more mass shooting. So you got all that going on. You got the shutdown. You got taking money from schools. You got grocery prices. Meanwhile, also Trump is talking about a new board he wants to assemble. A board that basically rules over Gaza. What in the mother loving freaking frack world? Ain't nobody invite you in to conquer them. It's the nerd. Then you say, well, of course they, we have some great people on the board. And of course they want me to head the thing up. I sit on as like the chairman. Just like you sat on the board of the whatever the gala. I can't even think right now. It just makes me so mad to hear this guy sometimes. So he wants to sit on this board. I guess when he figures the takeover of Gaza by Israel is complete. Israel's a whole nother thing. And I've said to people for years before it even got popular now, for people to turn their back on Israel and say, what's going on? Israel's the real enemy. I've said for years, why are we so committed to Israel? It's not biblical. This Israel didn't even exist then. But it's not biblical. I've said for years, why are we so beholden? Every president that comes, even Barack Obama did it. We're Israel's best friend. Israel ain't our best friend. Sorry. If you feel like you could have a relationship with Russia and Kim Jong-un and Xi, you could probably have a relationship with Iran. Why you can't have a relationship with them? People of Gaza, Palestinians, whoever. You can have relationships with all these other strong men and people, but these people are somehow beneath. Amazing world we live in today, y'all. It's an amazing world. So we got that going on too, y'all. It's hard to keep count, y'all. Hard to keep count. We got the government shut down. We got taking money from schools. What else we got? We got inflation on groceries as high as in 3 years. We got Trump wanting to be over the board of Gaza. And, of course, they're charging James Comey, the former FBI director, with peanuts. I don't know. It's so crazy. So Trump hires his personal lawyer or makes her a deputy attorney general of Virginia or wherever freaking frack she did, D.C., wherever. This woman goes in, has never prosecuted a case in her life. She hands the judge a page and a half, and the judge says, what the Mickey Mouse is this? What about this? What about that? Oh, I didn't do that. Just this your signature? Oh, is it? Well, cause 2 of 3 is 1. And if I take back the 1, but that's combined, Judge. And the judge says, what the freak are you talking about? What are you talking about? All of this makes no sense. It's incompetent. But they don't have a case, though. It's revenge. It's what it is. So, and you know, of course, the people at the Justice Department keep saying, no. We're prosecuting those who weaponized the government against Trump. So we're going to weaponize the government to get the weaponizers. But eventually, once weaponization is done and we got everybody, I'm dumbfounded too. I have to wet my whistle a little bit. Talking a lot. So yeah, that's where we at with it. That's where we at with it. I don't it just makes no sense. But in times like these, I lean on the words of my favorite president, Mr. Barack Hussein Obama, since Trump likes to throw Hussein in there like it's, I don't know, people supposed to go, ooh. Yeah, he's American. Born, raised in the USA. But my favorite president, our favorite president, Mr. Barack Hussein Obama, he gave an interesting poke at it. And I thought, wow, that's so true. He said that the world's problems come from old men refusing to step down. As Trump floats the 2028 Trump votes hats around and merchandise. If you think about it around the world, even in our country, that is so true. You know, I've always had a prayer that when I get old, I'm able to accept changes. I'm able to accept what the day is. I'm able to give up something so that somebody else can move in. But you got people who sit on jobs, they sit on boards, you know, they sit in offices forever and refuse to give them up, to let other people move up. God, they sit there for generations still talking about how they did it in the olden days. Barack Obama's exactly right. The man is wise. And I'll say this again. Release the Epstein files. See, I almost slipped up and cussed and said release the D Epstein files, but I didn't. I didn't do it. Release the Epstein files. All of this government shutdown, y'all so happy. Trump is happy because can't go out there with the Epstein files. Can't do it. That man is already rich. He don't care. His family's rich. He's grifting all over the world. He don't care. The government, because I swear to you, if the government shuts down from here to next year this time, that man is not going to care. And his sycophants aren't going to care, no matter who it hurts, because they don't have to release the Epstein files. Mega Mike, with his little gay self, he in my opinion, he flaming. He want to let go so bad and jump up and sing some Patti LaBelle. You can just see it in his eyes. What a little joker. He won't even swear in the duly elected Arizona representative who beat our opponent 2-1. There's no controversy. He refused to swear in because she may possibly be the 218 vote needed to force them to release all the files. So he refuses that currently to swear in, but it has to be done. It'll be done within the next 3-4 weeks, I guess. But Then again, with the government shutdown, I really don't know how that works. I got to look at that a little more. But he has refused to swear this woman in. Now, y'all got to remember, Mega Mike is also a representative from Louisiana. So he has elections coming up too. So all y'all in Louisiana, y'all don't like how things going, y'all need to let him go. Let Mike go. Y'all remember, these people are not just, they don't just have positions in the government. They actually work for you. So you can get rid of him. I'm just saying. Yeah, they don't want to release the Epstein files. But speaking of elections, another Priscilla Tills. Priscilla Tills, remember that name. That is Emmett Till's cousin. She is fighting for the Democratic spot for the open Senate seat in Mississippi. You have to read up about her. I don't just say endorse her, because she's black, this and that. But I tell you what, I sure would love to hear the opinions of Miss Priscilla Tills. I sure would like to hear some of the legislation from somebody whose family has been a victim of one of the most heinous crimes in American history. I'd rather have her up there than Mega Mike. I'll tell you that. So it don't matter if she Democrat, don't matter if she black, don't matter if she a woman. Somebody's family who's endured such a heinous crime. I want to see what she says about the crime in America, gun bills, gun laws, hate crimes. I want to see what she has to say about that. So, as we continue through this government shutdown and all the things that's going on, one thing that came out, Trump's former spiritual advisor. Now they say former now, yeah. But this is the type of person he is. Your former spiritual advisor, Mr. President, has pleaded guilty to molesting a 12-year-old for years. Now, I know I say I don't like the Democrat Republican thing because we just mixing up people and we say if you're Republican, you're not this, that. I think there are some good people over there that just scared. They just don't have the nerve to stand up. And I think if you can't do your job and you're scared, you need to go. They all get nerves when they retire. But anyway, so Pastor Robert Morris, Trump's former spiritual advisor, has pleaded guilty to molesting a 12-year-old for years. These are people in your circle. Oh boy, speaking of the clergy, now this woman here, I've had a problem with this woman for years. Lord Jesus. She calls herself prophetess, Juanita Bynum. See, a lot of times I think all of them start off good. And then the grift comes, the cameras come, a little fame comes. And Juanita Bynum is at a church or whatever she's at and giving her sermons. And, these people speak really good. She's there. She says God has handpicked 21 people in the room to come and sow $1,066. Now, I don't know the significance of 1,066. Maybe she was coming from a Bible verse or something. I don't know. Maybe if I add it up, it's going to add up to something. I ain't done it because I don't care. The Lord again, told her that 21 people that I need you to go here. I need them. I got 21 people who going to sow unto you, not the church I'm at. I don't give it to them. I give it to you. They're going to sow unto you $1,066 a piece. Because me, the Lord, I got bills to pay. See, that almost made me cuss, but I did. Hey, Juanita, I got news for you. The Lord ain't got no light bill. He got the sun. He got the stars. He got the quasars. He made the rivers and all the water, animals, the food, everything is his. He made it. And if he wanted to pay a bill, he don't need your help. He don't need your help. If God blessing it, ain't nothing you can do to stop the blessing. So I say when church is closed, I said, if God wanted to keep that church open, keep it open. It was there for him. And I ain't gonna say all them closed because they ain't there for him. I don't know God's plan. His thoughts are not our thoughts. His ways are not our ways. He keep telling y'all. But everybody has an interpretation of God. The only thing that I can swear by God is love. He loves us so much that he sent his only begotten son. He loves us so much that he tolerates what's happening. But we know this ain't him because he's not the author of all this confusion. But you got to imagine God is sitting back saying, once again, because throughout history, God has said, maybe I'll just get rid of these people. So, God be sitting back just saying, I gave them free will and free range, and this is what they continue to do. Well, in God's time. In God's time. So, Juanita Bynum, yeah. I can't with y'all. These fake ministers and everything. Hey, move on to something a little more happy. If you like it, I like my countdowns when I do my top 10s. I have a top 10 to do with something I really like it. So amidst all this Nicki Minaj and Cardi beef, and Cardi says she ain't no Lotto, she ain't no Punk A Lotto, then apologizing to him. All of this and that, amongst all that though, we got a lot of females I heard beefing. Boy, I swear, someday we gonna see the first female like homicide off this type of thing, like Biggie and Pac. It's getting crazy. These folks is on drugs and all. I don't know what they doing. They need to say stay off the live. Somebody, please get them. So anyway, Billboard has come up with the top 10. Actually, it was more than 10, but I'm only taking 10. So I'm gonna give you the top 10 top female rappers of all time, according to Billboard. Whether you agree or disagree. Some of the list I'm cool with, some of it So top 10 female rapper of all time. They say number 10, Foxy Brown. Number 9, Eve. Number 8, Roxanne Shante. And I know some of y'all look at that. It's, the errors. Number 7, Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper. They number 7. I don't know. Salt and Pepper. Guess it's just what it is. Whatever. Number 6, one of my favorites of all time. I think she ought to be higher. MC Light. Cha 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 to the Mardi Gras of the that you heard thus fall. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know about that Light as a Rock. Y'all don't even know how that album, that female rap album, that MC Light, Cha Cha Cha, MC Light, Light as a Rock album, how that changed my life. That was my hip hop. That was the hip hop that made me say, dang. And it was from MC Light. Come on, man. She number 6, whatever. She number 1 in my book. But Queen Latifah, number 5. Lil' Kim, number 4, if you say so. Lauryn Hill, 3. I don't really consider Lauryn Hill a rapper, but whatever. She had a great album. I think that's probably what they're going off of. Missy at number 2. And number 1, Nicki Minaj. So that's number 10, Foxy Brown. Then you got Eve, Roxanne Shante, Salt and Pepper, MC Light, Queen Latifah, Lil' Kim, Lauryn Hill, Missy, and I'm sorry, Cardi, but Nicki's number 1. I can kind of agree with number 1. I'm an MC Light head, but I can kind of see Nicki as 1, even though they doing all this crazy stuff. But it's opinion. So In other news, EA Sports, the sports giant responsible for a lot of the games the kids play, a lot of sports games and NASCAR, all this and that. Well, they've sold to the Saudis $55 billion. I'm telling y'all something about these Saudis. They smart. Because, see, y'all looking at the oil and this and that, but, see, they taking it all money and they doing a lot of fabulous things from boxing, all type of boxing sports. They really have moved into entertainment, other things, supporting hedge funds, and they taking it all money and doing something fantastic with it. And those people in Saudi Arabia are living good. Everybody want to get to Dubai and all that. I ain't got no interest in it. I don't want to go where I don't know if I need to wear this or that, or I'm gonna be put in jail for 10 years. I try to take the ghetto out, but sometimes I slip. I don't know. It's just too confusing to me. There are so many places in America and other places that I would like to see. I've seen. Me going to Saudi Arabia is just not a big deal. I mean, it'd be cool, I guess. Not one of them things like, I got to get there. Everybody want to go to Saudi Arabia, or Dubai. Eat some Dubai chocolate and shut up. I don't understand. But whatever. So, there was a rumor going around that Shiloh Sanders had signed with the 49ers. My boys. Which we 4-1 now after we stomped on them Rams' head. But there's a rumor, no, he didn't actually sign. He went and worked out. They work out people. They didn't sign him. They signed another guy to the practice squad. So he got a chance to go on, show what he could do, because they need depth at the position. But unfortunately for Shiloh, they didn't sign him. So that rumor is not true. So his brother is still sitting in Cleveland, Shador. Dylan Gabriel has been named the starter for the Browns. We'll see how it go. Shador's still number 3 because Flacco's going to back up Gabriel. I just think it's a thing of attitude right now. See, here's the thing, and we have found out that Shador, teams did talk to Shador and talked about bringing him in. Philly, Baltimore, to name a few. He said he don't draft him. He wasn't sitting behind nobody for 10 years. It's the NFL, man. You never know what's going to happen. A lot of greats have sat. Aaron, he sat. Love, they sat. Steve Young, he sat. Brady wasn't meant to be the starter in New England. Chance and opportunity. I always said this. If he shut his mouth and just show what he had on the field, Flacco 60. That we know that wasn't going to last. Bro, you could have been starting now. Can't shut up. You supposed to be starting now. I get it. You confident in yourself. Great. Ain't going to happen. But whatever. So before I get out of here, I want to tell y'all in Diddy news, Brother Love news, the judge has said, Puff, you may have gotten away with some things. You may have gotten off on some things. But we going to set your sentencing range from 6 to 8 years. Now, I don't know if that includes time served, because he been down for, a little while. Y'all know better than me, I guess, a year. I don't know. But the judge has made it clear. Your range is going to be 6 to 8 years, bro. And you know why? Because I don't feel you even care. You're not even remorseful. And because of coercion. Diddy, you're going to learn to humble yourself in some way. I don't know if it's going to be with your ankles held up and dangled, but you're going to get some humbleness, bro. Wish you luck. Peace out.